President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated the board of the newly incorporated Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, Nigeria recorded 791 fresh COVID-19 cases and 8 deaths across 13 states and the Federal Capital Territory on Thursday. The latest data from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control shows that Lagos State, the epicenter of the disease, contributed more to the number of infections with 523 cases. It also revealed that the number of discharged cases now stands at 217,509, as the FCT also reported 108 discharged cases, including 102 community discharges. At number 9, about 32 rooms household properties and documents were destroyed by fire on Thursday night in Obiagu, Inimagu village, in Abakaliki local government area of Ebonyi state. Items gutted in the inferno were water tanks, power generator sets, refrigerators, ceiling and standing fans, and sewing machines. The value of the items has yet to be ascertained as of the time this report was filed. One of the victims, Police Inspector Udo Anyekan, disclosed that his certificates were destroyed. Another victim, Solomon Ode, said he lost items including land documents, certificates, and an undisclosed amount of money. At number 8, UN Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization says 55 journalists and media professionals were killed in 2021, noting that impunity against journalists is alarmingly widespread. This was contained in the latest UN data released yesterday. The report noted that 9 in 10 killings occurred, with some still unresolved since 2006. UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay said, once again in 2021, far too many journalists paid the ultimate price to bring truth to light. Although the number of victims stands at its lowest for a decade, UNESCO underlined the many dangers that reporters face in trying to cover stories and expose wrongdoing. At number 7, the Plateau state government has announced moves to shut down and auction fuel stations hoarding petroleum products. The secretary to the state government, Danladi Atu, announced this on Thursday. He said government has observed with great concern the activities of some filling stations hoarding petroleum products with a view of creating artificial scarcity, thereby causing untold hardship on commuters and other users of the product. Consequent to this, the government has mandated the Management Committee on Road Traffic Administration and Vehicle Inspectors to go around filling stations. The task force has been directed to seal off any station found hoarding the product and auction same. Atu said the decision of the government is aimed at addressing the untold hardship motorists are currently passing through, created by operators of fuel stations. At number 6, 28 people who were kidnapped in Kagara market in Rafi local government area of Niger State last year have regained their freedom. The victims, who spent over 100 days in the kidnappers' den, were said to have been kept at Kango Forest and released on Wednesday. It was learned that the victims were released after their families paid over 18 million naira ransom to the kidnappers. The Niger State Commissioner of Police, Monday Bala Kurayas, confirmed the release of the victims in a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Wasiu Abiodun. The police further said that 34 people were abducted, but 6 were rescued in October last year. The recently released victims were taken to a nearby medical facility for medical attention, and some have since reunited with their families. At number 5, some persons suspected to be herdsmen invaded Molegere village in Oshe Council area of Ondo State and shot 3 persons dead. The attackers also allegedly set several houses on fire because villagers prevented their cows from feeding on their farmlands. It was gathered that the villagers ran away while their properties were destroyed by the herdsmen. The incident was confirmed by the state commander of Amotekun, Chief Adeleye Adetunji, who said, while on a routine patrol today at Molegere in Oshe local government area of Ondo State, our men were informed that some nearby villages in Molegere have been taken over by herdsmen while they burned down some people's properties. At number 4, the National Bureau of Statistics has announced that the total value of capital importation into Nigeria was $1.7 billion in the third quarter of 2021. According to the Bureau's document titled Nigerian Capital Importation Third Quarter 2021, the capital importation rose by 97.73% from the $875.62 million of the preceding quarter. NBS noted that the largest amount of capital importation by type was received through portfolio investment. At number 3, a Kano-based Islamic scholar, Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Ibrahim Bamba, popularly known as Dr. Ahmed BUK, is dead. The late scholar reportedly died at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital on Friday morning after a brief illness. His death was announced by one of his sons, Ahmed Mohammed Ahmed, on Facebook. The deceased was a lecturer at the Department of Arabic Language in Bayero University, Kano State, before he resigned to focus fully on his Islamic propagation school called Darul Hadith at Tundunyola in Kano Metropolis. At number 2, the governor of Osun State, Adeboyega Oyetola, has appointed the immediate past Minister of Health, Isaac Adewale, and 9 others as chairmen of various boards of government agencies and parastatals. The appointments were unveiled in a statement released today and signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ismail Omipido. The statement noted that the appointments take immediate effect. Adewale was appointed as chairman of the Osun State University Teaching Hospital. Kunle Adeyemi was appointed as board chairman, Osun State College of Education, among others. The statement read in part, the governor noted that the appointments which take immediate effect were informed by the strong need to provide the necessary governance and oversight structure for government agencies and parastatals, just as he noted that the remaining board's appointments would be made soon. Finally, at number 1, President Muhammadu Buhari has inaugurated the board of the newly incorporated Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. Recall that Buhari had constituted the board in September 2021, but shortly before it was to be inaugurated, he suspended the exercise indefinitely. The president, who finally inaugurated the board today at the State House in Abuja, urged them to ensure strict compliance with corporate governance principles that place a premium on doing business with the highest ethical standards, integrity, and transparency. The Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, disclosed this in a statement titled, President Buhari Demands Transparency, Accountability from New NNPC Board. The new board is chaired by Magari Okadibu. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.